I think it's impossible to define innovation, because if you define it, then you're putting parameters around it. And once you do that, then you're limiting yourself, and that defeats the purpose of what you're trying to accomplish. So I think you need to look at innovation more in terms of what's required to innovate. And you really need to just let go of inhibition and think about what can be. The best quality of a true innovator is courage, fearlessness. You can't think about what could go wrong. You can't think about what you could have done, should have done, need to do. Innovators dive in fearlessly. If I had to describe the innovation of the baking industry over the past 2 years, I would say the word that comes to mind is acceleration. I think that the innovation looks very different today than if you would have asked me that question 5 or 10 years ago. What does innovation look like in 2021? I think we were forced to make some drastic changes. You know, if you look at the pandemic alone, it created so many challenges, but it was a classic case of challenges are actually opportunities in disguise. So there were just so many bakers who lost business and then turned that downtime into new opportunities and created new business for themselves, and in a lot of cases changed their entire business model. It changed the way they operate, it changed the way they thought about food safety, about people safety, about speed to market, looking at consumer needs. It really changed everything. And so the pandemic really was a really hard and often heartbreaking way to propel ourselves forward. You know, I ask bakers and suppliers all the time, like, tell me what your crystal ball says. What are we gonna experience in 2022? And really, it's hard to say, especially with changes in the pandemic and all of the challenges with supply chain and how it's this perfect storm. It's impossible to say what 2022 is gonna look like, but I can say that I feel we are riding momentum of change. We know how to adapt to change, and the innovation is just going to continue, and I would say acceleration is also going to continue into 2022.